So are you ready to PR yourself? We'll remove the mystery from all things PR, and we'll discuss everything from our top strategies to tips and tricks and everything that you can utilize to further enhance your brand or your message. I've been in media, I'm a journalist, and I'm also a publicist. I am Leah Frazier, CEO of Think3 Media, and your host for PR Yourself with Leah Frazier. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of PR Yourself with Leah Frazier. I'm so excited today because even in the misty cold outside, all the way from down the street, I'm so excited to welcome my next guest, WFAA. Should I call you a reporter or anchor?
We can upgrade and go to weekend morning anchor.
See, and I've learned that because if you don't call them an anchor and they're an anchor, you will get called out. Like
it's a level. It's a level.
There's levels to this.
That part.
So I just got checked by Cleo Greene.
No, come on now, Leah.
It's fantastic.
No, I was just saying, I earned my little anchor. Can I get it?
Okay. So weekend anchor.
Okay.
From
yes.
WFAA
That
Channel
part.
8. Cleo Greene, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Should I clap for myself?
Yay,
All
clapping.
right.
I'm so excited to have you here because I kind of think of it as my long lost pen pal buddy that I finally met in person.
I know, because we always talk to each other and, you know,
we talk and
we've
text,
never seen each other.
and we've never met in person.
Exactly. But when we did just meet each other,
Yeah.
it didn't feel awkward
At all. It's like she's my sister. We were singing on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
So follow Cleo Greene on IG. For
Cleo
fun
Greene
stories.
TV.
Yes, Cleo Greene TV.
Don't forget the E.
Don't forget the E. Don't forget the E. But she's so cool. And I think showcasing your personality is key because sometimes people watch TV and
we
they
can't be
they
completely
think,
crazy.
or they just don't know how you guys translate like in real life.
That's true too.
Like, do you have the reporter voice in person?
No, I do not. I do not.
Cleo's actually funny. If you follow her on social media, I think one of my favorite posts that you did recently, I believe it was for your birthday.
No.
And you were going down the steps and it was
Damn.
super sexy. And she had on like this really cute outfit. And then the video goes into slow-mo as she takes a spill.
Hell. Listen, we were at the oh my gosh, I think the something Tooth Factory or
The
Sweet Tooth Hotel in downtown Dallas. I told my girlfriend, hey, can you slow-mo this video because I'm about to bust out these doors looking amazing coming down these stairs. So here I go. Do, and I fell so badly. A good thing the rails are there because I could have broke my nose, something like that. And then a part of me got low-key upset because I'm like, my girlfriend was just steady recording me, didn't even run to my rescue.
But I mean, that's what we do. You do it for the gram.
Dang.
You need that person that's going to document all your behind the scenes.
And I had bruises for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God. Well, you did it gracefully. It was a laughable moment, and I think the music did it for me. I don't remember what you put behind it, but it was
added
hilarious.
That music. It's like dun, dun,
Dun, dun.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was great. But Cleo has a personality and very approachable, which makes her one of my favorite anchors at WFAA.
Thank you, Leah.
I can't say the favorite because then I'll get called out in text messages.
Because you know there's some awesome peeps.
Yeah, I mean, Channel 8, you guys have it going on.
Thank you. And I appreciate that. It's actually, it has to be one of the best stations beside the station that I worked at in the Virgin Islands that has just been amazing. I feel like this is the first station that I have been able to be completely myself, Cleo Greene, and embrace all aspects of myself, just being bold and being myself. Like they love that and they celebrate that. So, I mean, they got me.
So let's talk a little bit. How long have you been an anchor, and then how long have you been in the industry overall?
Okay, so I am originally from South Jersey, and I must tell you that I'm a first-generation American. My father was born in Guyana, a country in South America right next to Venezuela. My mother is from Jamaica. So
Yeah.
I'm first gen American. I went to Roman University in South Jersey, and I graduated in 2008. That was the year of the economic recession. So not a lot of people were hiring at all. So I was like, all right, what am I going to do? Am I going to work in the mall? I was working at BCBG. I was like, I can't be working at BCBG with a whole college degree. What's going on? So, I mean, I was just doing my research. Like, where can I go at this point? There was a job for PBS as a feature reporter in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. And it's market.
My family's in St. Croix.
Shut up.
Yes.
Leah.
My aunt and my uncle live there. And she says, I'm never coming back to the mainland.
They live in St. Croix?
Yeah. They
They're from
own
St.
like
Croix?
a little... No, I'm not from there, but she moved there. My cousin moved there
gosh.
after the LA riots.
What a small world.
Met her husband. He's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
And
St. Croix is full of different people from
I'm
different
a Trini
islands.
people.
Oh, God. Not the
she's never
Trinidad and
coming
Tobago. Wow. So, yes, I moved to
I love
St.
it.
Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, and that was my first station. I mean, it's market zero, but I got to get my feet wet, right?
I'm gonna have to ask her.
I worked for WTJX
She
in
probably
St. Croix,
knows
U.S.
you.
Virgin Islands, and I was there for like 3.5 years. And then in television, there's markets. There's 200 markets altogether. So the top 4 or top 5 markets are New York, LA, Chicago, Philadelphia, Dallas. So Dallas is a huge market. It's number 5. I mean, the top markets, the more money you make, the more exposure. I mean, it's just, that's what you strive for.
How did you get to do a leap like that, though?
So I did a couple of leaps, Leah. I went from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands to Georgia,
Okay.
to Maryland, to Minneapolis. Lord Jesus, Minneapolis. And then I came to Dallas, and my husband is from Dallas. So
Okay, cool.
for me, when my contract was ending in Minneapolis, I was like, all right, it's going to be 1 or 2 things or 3 things. Either I get a job in my home market, which is Philly, because I'm from South Jersey, or something pops up in Dallas because my husband's from here and he wouldn't have to uproot his life, or I stay in Minneapolis, and God knows I didn't want to stay in Minneapolis. So man, I emailed the news director here in Dallas and told her how much I wanted to come, and she was like, can you get on a flight? I want to meet you. And here I am, and I thank God every day for it.
Yay.
I do.
And you're doing amazing.
Thank you so much.
Like, seriously,
Thank you.
between you and some of the other anchors we have, I feel like there was a change in the mix when you guys got here, as far as the stories that were being told. It wasn't the same old, community stories or the same brands being featured. It really was. I really felt like I knew what was going on in my city because of you and so many others.
I think we've pushed the bar a little bit, and
Just a little bit.
I love it.
Y'all are
And I love
killing
it. Mm-hmm.
So I want to pick your brain.
Okay, pick my brain.
Yay. So many times when I work with smaller brands, businesses, and entrepreneurs that can't afford a publicist or to work with a PR firm or agency, they're trying to do things themselves.
Okay, true.
Sometimes it's good.
Self-starting.
Sometimes it's really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I want to get inside the head of the anchor when we talk about, because we always talk about this theory of great storytelling. You want to tell a story. You don't want to just say, hey, I have this event coming up, Cleo. I need you to report on this. It's more of like, what's the story behind it?
Right.
Versus it being just advertising. And I think they struggle with that. So
Okay.
in your mind, what makes a good story for you? Like, what pops for you when somebody reaches out and says, hey, I have this thing. What makes a good story?
You know what? I think for me, it's not even just the story that you're pitching, but it's your entire package. How are you approaching that media outlet, the anchor, the reporter, whoever, whatever you're trying to do, whether it be print, anything? It's your complete package, because we do the research before we confirm something, right? Like, what does your social media pages look like? I know that really sucks, but it matters. Like, it sucks so bad that that's where life is right now, but it is. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've gone to, someone would send me an email and say, hey, Cleo, can we get this on air on Saturday? And I'll go to their social media pages and I see a picture of them smoking a blunt, like on Saturday. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this the business page? Because I can't send people there that watch us on Saturday. And that's me being completely transparent. That's not going to fly. Your complete package has to make sense. in order to have so many eyes on it. So it just needs to be completely professional to the 10th degree. And I feel like in a part of that package is sending an email that matters. What's relevant right now? Right now, it's the election and the pandemic. So I've been getting people, I mean, we had the Cookie Society on last week, and while they're just cookie,
you commented Jesus. Me on
my butt
my leggings today, but I want to say, in Frisco to the Cookie Society, the reason I have to wear leggings and not jeans is because I was there faithfully when the pandemic started every single week.
Those cookies sent me
strawberry shortcake cookies, the banana pudding. I know really the whole menu.
They're really, really good. But listen, here we have a cookie company. Okay, they make cookies. Yes, it's awesome. They make cookies, but how did they get on the show, right? How did they get a 5-minute segment on WFAA? For one, was their pitch. They opened up this boutique cookie shop in the middle of a pandemic and they're thriving. Why? Right? Like, that's an interesting story. Not only that, but they had a peg for the viewers. We're giving out free cookies on election day. Come and try us and talk to us, right? Like, they had the whole thing going on. There was a give, there was a take, there was a story. Right now we're promoting Black business. Like, whoever was their PR person just knew how to get them to the forefront with that pitch. And let's keep in mind, y'all, this was a cookie shop, right? But it was a big story. Like, people really went out to that shop just because of the whole interview and how their PR person pegged them to get on the show. And you can do that on your own. It just needs to make sense as to what is going on right now in this world. And you can get creative with that.
Teach that, y'all. I'm not saying you have to take my course. This is not a plug for that. Trust me, we're good. But I spend an entire session just on being socially aware of what's going on in the world.
Right.
I mean, when the pandemic hit and all the fashion bloggers were still posting outfits of the day, they lost a lot of followers. Why did they lose? Because no one gives a crap.
That part.
Like, even why are you posting your outfit?
No one cares. No one's doing that right now. Yeah.
So how can you plug yourself into what's going on? Mm-hmm. But even still, maybe you can piggyback on this. Are you pitching them, or if I were to pitch Cleo, am I pitching her things that she consistently would cover? So are you sending her a sports story that maybe should be going to someone else? I mean, do you get that a lot where people kind of miss the mark on who you are and what you traditionally cover?
But back to your fashion designer situation, right? I have seen some fashion designers get it and get so creative and say, okay, no one cares about the outfit that I have on today because no one's going nowhere. But let me tell you what people are doing. They're on these Zoom calls. So let me teach people how to do a Zoom outfit or how to light their background or how to be creative in that aspect. And those people did take off because what? They got it. And then, and Leah, you're talking about the pitches. Yes, I get emails on emails every day. And I get some people that just send me an email with 4 of their clients attached in the email and say, Cleo, we got this. We have this, we have that, we have that. And I'm like, okay, none of those relate to what is going on right now. Next, and then I get people that send me a sweet email like, hey, I saw you on Saturday. I saw what you did. And those really make me read it because I'm like, wow, they are watching. They know me. Something made them laugh. And I really will try to help them out to the 10th degree. I think that's what really gets me is just people that pay attention, take that extra minute to just send me a message that I'm like, wow, you wouldn't have known that if you didn't watch the show on Saturday or Sunday or see me do that on Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
So I know it requires a lot and I give people... But
it really doesn't. It's like you said before.
Okay, I'm trying to be nice.
Well, I'm not. I'm not known to be nice. Not when it comes to this. But it's like you said, that give and take mentality. Yeah. And I always tell people, you kind of, I don't mean y'all to take this for real, but you want to stalk the reporters and anchors. Like, you really want to get to know them. I follow a lot of you guys on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So I'm following the conversations that you're having. I'm plugged into what's most important to you.
Right.
That way, if I do reach out, it's like, hey, I just saw you did a story on this, which was fantastic, by the way. What do you think about this approach? Or what about a follow-up to this story related to X, Y, and Z?
And then you see some people that say, oh God, it seems like you only work with this person and this person and this person in the market. And I'll tell you why that sometimes happens is because they do have that relationship that PR person or whoever, business owner, created from the ground up, right? So then you have the anchor and the producer, which happens 9 out of 10 times. They don't have a person booked for that day, and they will call that person that they have a text phone call relationship, and just be like, hey, do you got anybody for me today or tomorrow? That's what happens. And it's just because we have a relationship. I feel comfortable calling you. I feel comfortable texting you. And honestly, you're the person that had put in that hard work. Honestly, that's what happens. So you do keep seeing the same faces sometimes.
Well, and one of the things that I tell people too is like, if you go on and let's just say you're an expert in your field, or you go on and you're super prepared, you knock it out of the park, the viewers respond greatly. And another tip that I give them that you guys may not even know, I tell them it's so important that you share the piece and you get super active digitally. I don't care if you're sharing it on social media, you email it out to family and friends, making sure that you're tagging Cleo, tag the station so the station sees that, wow, we really liked working with Cleo. We're sharing this out all over social media. We're getting extra eyes on it.
Yeah.
That way it shows some sort of appreciation for what was done.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right. I think you work with Dr. Woodis.
I do.
Dr. Yes, she really is. I mean,
I'm obsessed with her.
She's the bomb.com. But I mean, before the segment, she had like maybe 3 days before the segment, she had created a little graphic with like our I am up kind of promo and whatever. And I reposted that on my IG stories, and my news director, she sent me a text and said, oh my God, I love that your guests make these little graphics for themselves. I'm like, yeah. Listen, but it's really only your clients, Leah. So
you let me tell you. Okay, so Cleo,
they love
Cleo
it.
Giving away my tips, and I'm gonna send all y'all my invoice. but that is something that we have conversations about.
Yeah,
especially like what I know from just a digital marketing aspect is like, if they're gonna do you the favor to put you on TV and put you on, the least you can do is share with your immediate audience. So we do pre-promotional graphics. And I also tell them that the day of the show, I need you to post again. And then once it comes out, if you want to go live or have another camera going while you're on air with Cleo, or you want to run the video afterwards, or when you send the link, sharing the link out, they have been given very specific instructions. We do pre-promotional, during, and after. And just because those numbers are so important.
Yeah, no, they're listening, and people are watching for sure.
Well, that makes me so happy. I didn't know I was going to get that nugget today.
No, yeah. My news directors, they see it. They see it.
Go.
They see it.
Awesome. That makes me feel good.
Well, go, girl.
I'm going to have to tell Dr. Willis.
I wish you guys could see her face right now.
I'm just so excited because I wasn't, I don't beg for compliments, but at least I know it works.
It works. It does.
Awesome.
It really does.
So as we kind of wrap up, are there any other tips or, give me a bad pitch? Like, what is a terrible pitch? And you're so nice. I know you were probably like, oh, that's not a good fit, or no. Cleo's really nice.
I'm really trying to think of bad pitches because I'll be so honest with you. Sometimes I just like read 3 or 4 sentences and I get tired and I just move on. So, and I'm telling you the truth. That's what happens. It's so many emails, Leah. I tell you that all the time.
Listen, I say if you're pitching, get to the point.
Yeah.
Who, what, where, when, why. The stuff you learned in elementary school.
That part.
We don't need 3 pages of your life story.
So I think maybe that's the bad pitch. It's just like so much. I'm just like, so what is really happening here? Because our attention span is so minute. There's just so much things going on. And while I am trying to look for these awesome pitches to bring people on the show, I'm just like, I'm looking for the quickest bit of, yes, this works. And sometimes when it's just too much writing and sometimes bad writing, I had to go there.
We don't have enough time to go through that today. I wish we could.
Indentations is weird, and it's like blue font, yellow font, red font. I'm like, oh, okay. No.
But let's keep it 100.
Okay.
Because like I do this with a lot of the magazine editors too. Tell us how many emails you get per day, because they think, I'm going to send her this email and what I have going on is so important. It's going to stand out.
It doesn't. Leah, honestly. Leah, you told me to come here and I was like, Leah, how do I meet you? And you were like, I sent you the email.
It was in the email.
I was like, where was the email? I had to go type your name in.
I had to text her to tell her to check her email.
I'm trying to figure out, is somebody just dropping email bombs? Because it's at least probably over 300 emails a day on top of the emails that I actually have to see from my bosses and my producers and my EPs. Those are the ones I'm looking for first. And then all the other little jibbity stuff on top of it's just
Leah's next.
It's crazy, Leah.
I'm after her EPs.
But see, you're smart because you already got my phone number.
I was like, listen.
And I don't even remember when we exchanged numbers.
I don't either. But I just remember I respect you guys. I know what it's like. So I let it breathe. But then after a while, I'm like, I'm going to text her.
No, you sent me an email. And I was like, Leah,
like, hey,
I love you, Leah. I'm like, where's the email? You were like, girl,
I sent that a week
I'm
ago.
Pray for you. I was like, stop. You're making me feel so bad.
Well, I know she's swamped. I know she's swamped. But that's something to keep in perspective and knowing that, look, your local anchors and reporters, they don't have time. They don't have time to sift through the BS. Keep it short and quick.
I feel so bad saying it's not time. It's just, it's a overload.
You don't have time.
Okay.
That's what that translates to.
Sometimes IG is even better, you know.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
How you prefer people to do outreach, because before I felt like when I guess social media kind of first erupted, it was unprofessional to reach out to people in their direct messages. But
now it's conversational, to be honest, because I'm still trying to grow my platform, right? As we all are. But I mean, I got to be honest with you. The email is like jam packed. So an official email sometimes will never get a set of eyes, and that's just the sad fact to it. But I've had some people, I'll post like a funny IG story and they'll comment, and then I'll say, you know, ha ha ha, and they'll be like, hey Cleo, I watch you and I just wanted to tell you about this. And I've probably booked several people just from IG alone and the conversations that we have, and they're always commenting on pictures. I'm like, oh my god, this person really does like me. Let me
we love
how can
you.
I help you? How can I help you, ma'am, sir? Yeah, that's what's happening, honestly.
But I will say that's great, and just kind of test the waters, because that may be on a person by person basis.
Yeah,
so
right.
Like,
some people
like LinkedIn
don't have a big following, or they don't check their private messages. But
some of y'all are the worst. Like,
yeah, that happens.
Like where the social media
people be doing their own thing.
They just don't know. I was like, how do I create a story?
That part.
Okay.
That's happening. That's happening. Yeah.
It was a while back. I have a friend, and I'm way over time, so I'll wrap it up in a second. But one of my good girlfriends is an anchor out in Las Vegas.
You told me about a good girlfriend you have in LA.
Yeah, her name's Crystal. And, you know, I got pushed to the side. It was like, it's elections, Leah. So after elections. And so I appreciate you coming on.
Of course.
During this time.
Yeah, next week is going to be crazy.
And then y'all have sweeps.
Yes.
Soon, right?
Okay, Leah.
So I know y'all. Stuff. Trust me, I know y'all's life, because then I have to go back and tell my clients why you may or may not get on.
Right,
so,
it's crazy.
So I have to know y'all's schedule. But she's funny because, like with Crystal, it was kind of the same thing. She wasn't really, before the social media boom, she wasn't really out there like that. And then the station started requiring that she become more savvy with social media. And at the time, I was like, look, I'll fly back and forth and teach you guys. Because the reality of the situation is that now you have influencers and bloggers who are calling themselves reporters, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or they're out there trying to be first to the scene. And if they're mastering the social media game and you guys are just reporting at the desk,
who's going to get the following?
Exactly. So you guys have to still compete. You still have to create a platform, even though you're tied to whatever station you're with.
Mm-hmm. That's the reality of things. And I mean, sometimes I just wish that I could turn it all off and be like, you know what, today I just don't care. But it has become a part of my responsibility. It's just a part of being in the media, right? And I love it too, but it is time consuming. And you know that too, right?
I just like being in Cleo's business, like when she fell down the steps.
Girl.
You know which one was the best for me?
Which one? You said falling down the steps.
Yeah, you did. That's like number one. But number two was when you posted your wedding photos, but it was when you were dancing with your dad.
Oh.
And I felt like, I was like, oh, tear.
Oh my God.
But no, it was just, you get to see you guys again in that human aspect, because if we're watching on TV every day, people think you guys are superhuman, and that you have that reporter voice and you talk like that in person.
That's so funny, because my brother-in-law will be like, turn off that voice. I'm like, what voice are you talking about? Like, he's like, it's really extra. I'm like, oh my God.
We need to have his brother in Dallas.
I'm like, yes, he's here in Dallas.
Oh my God, we're bringing you back with bro.
He's a trip. He's a trip. And then he's like, can you just give me your accent? He always wants me to talk in my parents' accent.
Oh my God, I would love that.
He's like, why can't you do that on air? I'm like, did I kill me if I did that on air?
Yes.
So,
you know,
it's
God, I love it.
It's crazy.
I love it. Well, thank you so much
for
coming on and telling more tips than you had to. Now y'all heard it from the expert. Just so y'all don't think that I'm like being mean or rude or for no reason. It's the real. And Cleo's actually the nicest.
Oh,
you are. You're the Bree and I talk about this all the time.
Shut up.
She's just so sweet.
No, and I really mean it. I'm not.
No, I
don't waste my time on a lot of people.
It's genuine.
Because it's genuine from you guys, honestly.
So how can we support you?
Support me
and see more of those funny videos
by watching Channel 8 for sure. And following on social media, tagging, and telling me what you want to see. I do have some people that send me messages and say, Cleo, I want to see what it's like behind the scenes. So I'll post something funky and show them what I'm really doing behind the scenes. Sometimes I don't think people really care, but sometimes they truly do care. And I'm totally down for that. I genuinely love North Texas. I've never worked in a market that genuinely loves their talent. And it's awesome.
Well, thank you. We're going to have you back.
Okay.
But next time you come back, you have to bring your brother.
Oh, Lord. You don't want my brother.
Yes, I want your brother. I want the whole family dynamic.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
I'm sorry. It is what it is. This is what we're going to do. So
I'm here whenever you need me.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you guys love those tips. Share this out. We just talked about this, right? And you're going to want to subscribe, and follow me on social media at The Leah Frazier. And just like Cleo said, if you have tips on what you want to do to be able to PR yourself better or help your business, email me, leah@think3media.com. And I promise you we'll create an episode specifically for you. And thank you for your time. And until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
I love that harmony.
I love these headphones. I'm sorry. I could be here all day.
Mariah Scary. Thank you for being in the building.
You know what?
And we're out. Thank you guys so much to listening to this episode of PR Yourself with Leah Frazier. Just wanted to throw some things out there for you guys that are looking for just a little bit of additional help as you're trying to PR yourself with your business or your brand. I want you guys to know about these resources that I've curated just for you. So you can always head to PR Yourself with leahfrazier.com, and it will have all the episode recaps there with photos of the folks that are coming on and the panelists, along with the episode recaps and ways that you can reach out to them directly. And also, if you go to PR Yourself with leahfrazier.com/course, then you yourself, if you just can't wait, if you want to dive in there and know all of the nuggets and you want it in more of an educational and informative fashion, please take my self-paced course, PR Yourself with Leah Frazier. It is one of my highest ranked courses. I've taught this for the last 2 years. I've constantly getting requested to teach this course across the U.S. I've done it virtually now during the pandemic, and it is a hit. I've had people receive both local and national mentions, things that have helped their businesses truly go to the next level. So remember, PR Yourself with leahfrazier.com/course, and you'll learn everything that you need to do, and you can do it all online, and it's completely self-paced so that you can PR yourself. Also, if you just want to learn more about some of the other marketing courses that we will be dropping periodically throughout the year, go to think3media.com, spell 3 all the way out, /think3edu, and we will be dropping all of our courses there. So that will pertain to everything with social media updates, influencer marketing, content marketing strategies. So if you just need little bits and pieces here and there, that's where you can go to access those courses and that content. We also have a monthly subscription service. So if you want to sign up for that, there will be a link there, think3media.com /think3edu, where once a month you will have one live course with me on something that is trending within marketing that could help you with your business and your brand. And also within that month, there will be a live mastermind session with other business owners or brands just like yourself, where we can mastermind and help you work through some of those marketing and PR issues that you may be having where you feel like you are stuck. We're going to help you PR yourself or market yourself and get unstuck. Okay. And lastly, huge announcement. My PR Yourself with Leah Frazier book is coming. I am finalizing it. It is coming, you guys, and it will drop January 2021. So head to pryourselfbook.com. It's a landing page, but you're able to sign up for my email list so that you get first access to know when that book will be out, and so that you will have yours shipped to you first. So you have to sign up for that list so that once that book launches, you get your hands on yours first. And this will literally be a physical manual that you will have in your office, and you'll be able to carry around with you in order to implement all of the PR strategies that you will need to take your business and brand to the next level. If in fact you're not at a point where you can hire a publicist or a PR agency or a firm. So that is pryourselfbook.com. It's coming January 2021. I'm so excited. I've been working on this for years, you guys, and I'm so excited to give it to you all at an affordable price. But without further ado, just keep listening, binge watching these episodes. I'm so excited to drop many more. And thank you so much for your support. Once again, if you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. Leah at think3, spell 3 all the way out, media.com, or follow me on social media at the Leah Frazier, at Think3Media. And you can follow the podcast itself at PR Yourself Podcast so that you never miss an episode and never miss an opportunity where you can learn from my media friends or other brands on how to PR yourself better. Until again.